So this is the Bowen Arts Center in Dawsonville, and this is the second time they've had the Spruill class come and show, and I'm very excited. We have several of our members here with a variety of items. There are also other artists here from different areas, photographers, ceramics, and such. But I did want to show you a couple of pieces and feature some of my students. This is Adele Shepard, and what I love about this piece is she takes these from her bead class that she takes from Margot Knight, and then brings them to our class because they're 90 COE, which is our coefficient of expansion for glass, and puts them into a piece. So this is basically kiln-fused glass and the lamp working through Margot Knight in one piece. We also have this large plate is from the Big Bowls class, and this is Beth's Sachs. And it is also a tack fire, so it has a light texture to it that works really well. Same with this one, they have a texture. So we have Kitty Jones. Hers is also a tack fire. It's kind of a cross between mosaic and kiln-fused in a way, because the pieces pieced together. We also have Susie Roseman. She's also a tack fire. The tack fire, again, is a lower temperature fire, and Adele's Angel in the window. Renee Karchmer has been taking well. She's a former art teacher, and we love having her and her sense of color theory. This one has more of a visual texture because of the clear that is on top and infused into the violet. One of my favorites of Susie Roseman is her scenes, and some are for easels and some are hanging. We have the red owl over there, and then we have the fierce woman on the side. Also, Sue and Adele both do the candle holders. I think these are Adele's, but we do have some of Beth Sachs candle holders as well. And this is also a Susie Roseman here, one of her scenes. It's a cottage. These are my little dishes. And then I believe these are Beth Sachs coasters. And then let's go see Sylvia. Sylvia is also in the ceramics department. But she also works in glass as well. This is one of her larger bowls that she uses with Fripp. It's a full fuse, so it's smooth, but you can see the visual texture that she has, and she alternates with opaque and transparent glass. She's also looking a little bit to get a chemical reaction between the French vanilla and the turquoise. They sometimes have a little chemical reaction with the sulfur that's in the French vanilla and the copper that's in the turquoise. It actually leaves a little brown edge, which is perfect for this piece. Also, we have some pieces with vitrograph. These are Beth's pieces. They also have the vitrograph, which is what we pull scraps through a flower pot. And these are, of course, she sells them in a set, but these would be perfect for the Georgia fan in your life. And some other vitrograph that we have is in these here. Trying to see. I believe this is Sylvia as well. And then Beth Sachs also uses a, if you look at it closely, these are stringers, and she puts the stringers in there and then captures little bubbles where the stringers cross. And so the air bubbles are on purpose with the way she overlaps the stringers. To make sure I get the other person that hasn't been taking with us for a while because they basically inherited a wonderful studio is Lisa Schnelling. And this is one of her pieces over here. She's doing a lot of sand casting so she can cast the glass and get in a bed. She has a very large kiln like ours, which is we call Bertha. And she's able to basically draw in the sand, lay the glass out, and fire it. She's also incorporated some pieces of clay on some of her, almost like a glass landscape. And this is a piece that I did with the vitrograph as well. It was basically a pot that probably had yellow in it, and I put red, and so you can see how all the colors kind of ended up intermingling in that one vitrograph pull. We also have some other pieces by Sylvia. And Rini is also, these look wonderful together. Rini's with the vitrograph. And then I've been working on some flat pieces, so almost like glass paintings. And this is where I used a gold decal. So the decals I was able to apply, and so you have the little fish, but then I was able to do the landscape with different pieces of glass. And then on the reflective surface kind of highlights some of those transparent glasses behind it. Susie Roseman's piece too. Oh, this one is Sylvia. Sylvia's using clear glass and then uses a frit in between to distinguish between the shards of the clear. Susie is using the vitrograph for the stems of the trees and a little dichroic glass up in the branches, again to bring some light, reflective pieces. And then this is another, this is Beth's technique, as I was showing you earlier, where she crisscrosses the stringers. You can really tell, and she's really capturing those bubbles perfectly in this one. Sometimes it doesn't work out perfect, but when it does, it's really fun. So those are great coaster set. And then I was working on with the decals. These are more with paint and with the vitrograph. My flat kind of landscapes usually have some sort of animal in them. So there are lots of just beautiful pieces here from a lot of very talented students and artists in general. It's been great being at the Bowen again.